courage to be real, where real stories break the silence.
People who experience childhood trauma. Now, this includes neglect, it includes a loss and or exposure to violence, a loss meaning a loss of a loved one. It also is anything that is forced as far as physical, as far as demanding, as far as bullying goes, anything that leaves
like emotional and psychological too, right?
Absolutely. Emotional,
Absolutely
psychological
stuff. Yeah.
So anything that can turn around and be called forced trauma. And sometimes it's just neglect. And you say, well, how is that forced? Well, you're being neglected as a child.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? That's
Yeah.
going to resonate really hard for many years to come. You have a 9 times more likelihood of committing suicide. 9 times more because you're carrying this trauma. And a lot of us don't know how to find help. I didn't know how to find help. Help found me. This guy is my guardian angel. And I know you hate to be called that. But we have an angel challenge right now.
Yeah, go get your ass out in the snow or the sand and make an angel and record it and tag
That's right.
Drew at We and Cam. Let's blow up this guy's inbox.
I love it. So we welcome everyone, all your messages. We absolutely love to hear from you. We want to know that we're having an impact, or that we're making an impact, because that's important to us. It's also important to you and your well-being. Mental health is a crisis right now, ladies and gentlemen. Just look around you. And you don't even have to look far. You can actually go on Facebook. You could see a lot of crazy shit going on. I don't recommend going on Facebook and reading or listening to all these things, but there's a lot of stuff going on. So mental health, it's going to hit people in different ways. It's going to hit us hard. Unfortunately, the byproduct of that is going to be more people contemplating or thinking about suicide if they aren't already. More people are going to start hurting themselves or hurting other people. And we don't want to be that chaotic world. We want to be the kind of world that says, you know what? I love you. You're okay. You're an important person. You have an important purpose, and everyone does. You can't say you don't. Jason went through divorce, but Jason's got a little boy that looks up to him, absolutely adores him. And he's a cool kid too, from the pictures that I've seen.
He really is, man.
Jason has several people who he coaches. I have a beautiful wife and a wonderful little boy that we adopted, and I have 2 older children, and now I have a grandbaby. So every time you say I'm not worth or my life isn't worth, just think about what's around you. This young lady that reached out said her children plural, still need her. Guess what? That's more than one child that she's responsible for. And that's love. That's dedication. That's everything that every parent wants, is their children to need them and to be there for those children. Again, there's more to it, and maybe we'll find out more. Welcome, everyone. If you're joining us for the first time, this is Courage to Be Real. And some of our topics are going to be a little tough, and they're going to hit you hard. And we apologize for hitting you hard, but we don't apologize for bringing the tough topics. These topics are why we're here today. These topics serve a very important purpose. These topics, again, they resonate very deeply with us because we lived it. We've been there. We've done that. It's a sad place to be. I was there. Jason was there. But there's no shame. I don't want anyone to feel shame for thinking about suicide. I don't want anyone to have shame or guilt because, you know what, they already had a plan and they were going to go through with it. Here's the shame if you actually went through it. Here's the reality. If you're strong enough to seek help, if you're strong enough to fight that battle, you're a pretty damn strong person, and I respect you.
You know what, Drew? It's quote day, and there's another quote about being strong that I freaking love, man. And it says, you have survived 100% of your darkest days.
That's true.
100% of your struggles in life. Like,
I love it.
Whatever you're facing right now, what makes you think you can't get through this too? Because you really can. You have a 100% success rate.
Yep.
And so I don't know if you're ready at this point, Drew, to move on, but I'm reading through this list that you have put down in our notes about how childhood trauma can lead to all these different things: depression and anxiety, PTSD, substance abuse, which was a big one for me, I mean, I was, man, oh man, did I love the vodka. I was on
Mm,
that stuff all the time. Low self-esteem and hopelessness, which
mhm.
I think everybody can say that they've experienced some version of that. But
Absolutely.
the one that's jumping out to me right now the most is anxiety.
Hmm.
And I don't know why, but can you share your own experience with what your version of anxiety would have looked like, Drew? And maybe if you still experience some?
Every once in a while I do, and I still, here's the buzzword, I still get triggered from time to time. I had anxiety so bad that I didn't want to face the day. I didn't want to face the next hour. Every little thing that made me move forward or put any kind of strain or any kind of burden or any kind of responsibility on me just exacerbated that anxiety. I mean, it was through the roof. It got to the point, and like I said before, I was a tyrant. I was a beast. You know, my own little boy said, "Mommy, why is Daddy always so mad?" He's right. And it was all
Hmm.
about the anxiety of facing whatever I had to face, manning up to whatever I had to man up. And the reality was, it wasn't so bad. Now, it's a lot easier when you have somebody helping you. And since it's quote day, what is it? Those are the man that heals himself is the man that should be feared the most, or something. I might be ruining that quote a little bit. The man you should fear the most is the one that heals himself, or something like that. And it's true. You're not
Yeah.
going to heal yourself. You really need some tools. You really need some help. You need the right people to listen, to hold space, to put you in a place where you're comfortable enough and you understand what's going on, and then the tools in order to deal with them. I had such anxiety. I tell you what, every night I hit the weed. I just smoked weed. You know, don't
I
hire
didn't
me
know that
out
about
there
you.
if I just couldn't. Well, part of it was the dreams, and I fought nightmares for many years. I have an ex-wife. I have an ex-wife who's still a very good friend of mine. We have two adult children that are just absolutely beautiful kids. Like I said, one of them is now a father, and he has a wonderful wife. Absolutely amazing to see these guys grow up. And I keep in touch with my ex-wife. She's a friend, and she reminded me, especially when I was going through with my one-on-one coaching sessions with Jason, how I had these violent nightmares. And I remember one time, I think I punched her in the middle of the night. I hit her arm or something, but I remember her going
Mhm.
"Ah," and kind of woke me up. I'm like, "What happened?" She goes, "You just hit me." Shoot, I'm so sorry. And I would flail and I get violent. I've hit the wall many times. I'm afraid I'm going to deck Maggie sometimes. She says, "Don't worry about it. She moves fast." But she's even seen me have violent dreams. And in order to not have the violent dreams, I couldn't go to bed unless I was just stoned. Now,
Mm.
fortunately, I've gotten past that. But there was a time where it's like, and alcohol doesn't resonate very well with me. I don't drink very much to begin with, and then it really bothers my stomach. I'll get an upset stomach before I get the happiness from drinking. So that's not a good one for me. But yeah, I would just light up until my brain shut off, and then I can get some sleep. And that's a sad place to
Mm.
be. That
It
wasn't
really is,
recreational. That was used for survival, which is a horrible
right.
word,
Yeah. Well, you didn't know any better, man. I mean,
right?
you were doing what you thought you had to do, and you were using whatever tools you had at your disposal.
Mm,
Now, from my understanding about what anxiety is, a fear of the unknown,
hmm.
the fear of the unknown of some sort of future event that may or may not even happen. I mean, would you say that that's accurate, an accurate description?
Absolutely.
And
And that
in
fear will
your
just take you
experience,
over.
then, yeah. And would you say then that like this fear of the unknown is that you thought you didn't know, like my life is never going to get better.
Mm,
Cam, why is daddy always so mad? You had no
yeah.
idea how to fix that. And I mean, is that accurate? Am I hitting that
Hmm.
correct? You
Even
know, and so
worse, I got mad that he even said that in the first place. How dare you accuse
sure.
me of being mad all the time? You're
Yeah,
just trying to cause trouble between me and mommy, which we already had a lot of trouble. It wasn't him. He was just being honest. He was just being an
exactly.
innocent kid. Why is daddy always so mad? Now, we do a lot of stuff together. We'll go to the movies together without mom. I pick him up from school. He runs, "Daddy!" He's happy to see me. He's well adjusted. We're all a family now. But it took a lot of work. And the anxiety, I tell you what, it's relentless. And sometimes you just have to tell yourself, well, breathing helped when I wasn't puking. Breathing helped when I stopped throwing up. But the anxiety, that's a tough one. And I think a lot of people do have anxiety. I still get anxiety, but now I breathe through it. Now I go to the gym, I work out real hard. Now I just kind of analyze, you know what? I'm not living in the moment. I'm living in fear of what hasn't even happened yet. Oh, this is ridiculous.
And so, you're talking about breathing. Like, that's a good thing. It's a good tool that people can use, our listeners can use. And again, everybody, if you're just joining in, this is the courage to be real. Right now, we're talking about how childhood trauma, whether it be things from neglect or actual CSA, can have a lasting impact on your future, on your life. And so we're talking about anxiety right now and how it's this fear of the unknown. This fear of some sort of event in the future may or may not even happen.
Right.
But
typically doesn't.
Breathing, exactly, right? And so breathing is a great way to bring yourself back to the present moment. If you can really practice and focus on that breath. And if we got time, Drew, let's go through a few more exercises, because I think if people are listening and they like, okay, this is great that these two bald guys are talking about stuff, but like, okay, let's see if we can't give them some tools to help them, because
let's do it.
My son experiences anxiety quite a bit, and it just pops out of nowhere. And it's one of the funniest things. There's this guy that you can look up on social media. His name is Yogi Brian, and maybe we'll want to put that in the show notes, Drew. But Yogi Brian, he's bald. I don't know if he's bald, but he's got tattoos and a beard. But he's funny. And he does this one. He's like, I'm trying to limit the amount of swearing that I do in these episodes, but this one, he'll do 3, 2, 1, and then he'll show a middle finger, and he says, all right, listen, you mother effers. And then he's like, if you're experiencing anxiety, he's like, shimmy, just shimmy, just shimmy. I think I shared this with you, didn't I? Do you remember that?
I don't remember that one, no.
But he says,
sounds great though.
It is. And then you bring your awareness to a part of your body. One of the things like you can do is like your fingertips, like literally like just feeling your fingertips, feeling the sensation, feeling the warmth, like focusing on that, and just focusing on your senses, using your 5 senses. What is something you see in the room? 5 things that you see that are blue. What do you hear right now in this moment? What do you smell? Take a big breath. What do you saw? You probably just cut the cheese. You just fart, Drew?
I didn't.
So take a big whiff. I thought I heard something come through your mic. What do you taste? Can you taste the last thing you ate on your breath? Or like, I just had some coffee a while ago.
I brushed my teeth, thankfully.
There you go. That's right. Cause it's late there. You like to stay up late.
It is. It's 11:30 p.m., my friend.
But bringing your awareness back to the present moment, which I had talked earlier too about that book I'm reading right now, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. It's a phenomenal book. I recommend everybody pick it up. But bringing your awareness back to the present moment, because we're so focused on this external event in the future that may or may not even happen. And it's difficult. Don't get me wrong. I know how difficult it is, but if you can just remind yourself, hey, this is a thought in the future. It's not serving me right now. I'm going to bring myself back to now. And right now, in this exact moment, I am okay. And so senses, breathing, another one that we love doing, my son and I, is taking in a really big, deep breath. Drew, I want you to try this with me, man.
Okay.
Taking a really big, deep breath and squeezing your fists as hard as you can. Hold it, and then release, and feel the tension release. Feel the tension just dissipate. That warming, relaxing.
All through you.
Through everywhere. Just that relaxation. It's amazing. Oh yeah, I love it. And so does my son. It works really, really well. So hopefully anybody that's listening can benefit from some of that stuff.
Let's do it again, but everyone join us. Everyone watching us, join us right now.
Here we go. Ready? Big, deep breath in, everybody. And hold your breath and squeeze. Hold it. And release. And just feel all that tension.
Wow.
Dissipate.
Oh, that feels good.
Yeah.
Man,
so a lot of those,
you feel even your heart
really
relaxing afterwards. That's great.
Man, It's tapping into what's called somatic exercises. Like your body holds on to tension. And a lot of that tension comes from emotions that have been repressed or suppressed. Stuff that we're holding on to. It's energy. Emotions are energy, energetic motion. We have to give our bodies a way to facilitate that energy out. And so squeezing, sometimes you can even grab a towel and wring the fuck out of that towel as
that's a
hard as
good
you can.
idea.
Try to rip it in half and then release it. It's great.
Courage to be real, where real stories break the silence.